There's obviously a lot more anime out there than the major series that's been released, and we don't want to see these smaller animes being left in the dark.
Yeah.
So we might not be able to bring the anime with full voiceovers like the bigger publishers, but at least we'll try to bring the subtitle versions in, and hopefully provide a retail version of the animes out there. Smaller companies like us, obviously we have a lower overhead cost to our company, so even if it doesn't sell like 30, 40, 50, 100,000 copies, we could still make a profit out of it. And at the same time, if we bring over quality anime with good subtitles, with decent bonus items and things like that, hopefully anime fans in the US will be pleased. And there's obviously two routes. One is to cater towards the West more, and the other is there's always going to be people who's going to like Japanese games, Japanese RPGs, Japanese action games. So make a game that cater towards that group, but with this lower overall overhead cost. The traditional distribution is, I think it's still important. I think a lot of the core fans will prefer the hard copy rather than digital, but at the same time digital is important. So it's more like releasing, say, like the hard DVD Blu-ray version out, and then later on releasing in the digital format in a long span for the more of a mass consumer. Because of the cost of developing games for the next gen console is so high, you have to sort of create games that cater towards the world, and Japan is lagging slightly behind the West, I think. Companies in Japan, they're really actually close to each other, and they're not really rivals. They're more like industry friends. So they hang out a lot to each other. So while they're just like talking out, like hanging out, they'll be like, hey, you got a cool idea. You want to try out putting this game together in this, and they'll be like, hey, that's a pretty cool idea. So they just get together, make new games out of it, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it might not be as well, but still, it's a pretty cool, fun little project. Like if the game is good, at the end, I think American gamers if you do a decent localization and decent publishing, they're gonna accept it to a certain degree. I don't think the majority of people will just flat out reject the game. So what we usually do is play out the game, test it out, make sure it's a quality title, and if it is, then we'll approach and say, hey, guys, we want to try to release this for the US. I think it's going to be a pretty good appeal to the American and the European consumers.